messages for those of you who need to hear this. 8th house, death and transformation, life, money, power, sex. So we have a paradigm shift going on. As you can see, we have an archangel here, and it is air that is flowing through this card. And if you're paying attention both to mainstream media and underground media, let's put it like that, we know that there is so much stuff going on now. It's time to prepare yourself. So buckle up, people. Buckle up. This is going to be fun. 8th house again. 8th house again. Okay. Ooh. I am sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Perdonar. So this could be a Scorpio or someone with a strong 8th house placement. So this is also about new life, transformation, and someone here is cutting a connection or a thread, but they're also apologizing. They are trying to do it as gentle as possible. It could be a Libra involved, or an air sign for that sake. Some of you might have been expecting apologize for a long time now. Well, here you have it. I'm sorry. Perdonar. The 3rd house is all about communication. Seems like we are doing well. La rueda de la fortuna, suerte, momento opportuno. So, la rueda de la fortuna is basically the wheel of fortune, an opportunity with luck. And that is for those of you who might work within communication, or there will be an opportunity regarding someone here who you are in communication with. It could be everything from a love connection, but I get mostly that it could be with 3rd house is, after all, Gemini, and Gemini rule over the card of lovers in tarot. So it could be some luck and an opportunity in this communication, but it could also be someone you blocked, or you've been blocked by someone else. I see here that there could be a reconciliation with someone. Okay, let's move on. So you have house number 2. We have house number 2. So house number 2 is about property, everything physical, everything beautiful in the physical world, everything that we can touch. It's about enjoying also the physical world. This is the house that it's ruled by Venus. So everything that is about physical beauty is in this house. Some of you could have some placement in Taurus. So this is also about investment and property, 3 followed up by 2. So some of you could actually thinking about investing in a property, and so there could be some information there regarding exactly that. We're trying to get it out of the cards. Seems like I have too much control. Okay, here we have something. Okay. So, what you did not see coming, but you finally will have a clarity into the situation. But right now, there is this resistance. Perhaps some of you need to move, but you don't want to. But maybe some of you have no choice. You are juggling with the coins. There is not too much coins left. And there is a struggle here that seems to take or come to an end here, the 10 of Wands in reverse. It could also be that you are making one struggle more hard than it necessarily needs to be. So perhaps in a situation there is time to let go. So let's see. Coming up, we're bringing up some main themes here. 12 is popping up a lot today. It's something about this subconsciousness, you know. Something about the subconsciousness that tends to tap on our vibrations. And okay, let's talk about what the hell is going on in the subconsciousness. I think it wants to, there are things there that we need to fix with the scythe. It's weed there. It needs to be cleaned up. And somehow you need to access your subconsciousness through your dreams, through creating energy bodies, through intuitive drawings and colors, you know, through doodle making. Trying to see what kind of pictures are coming up into your head when you're touching a card that is not revealed to you yet is one way of also training your intuition. But one morning you can't look at television at the same time as you're trying to guess what is inside the cards. The guess will be very much affected by what you are constantly. When we are watching television, when we are reading books, when we are going out, when we are interacting with people, you are awakening the high priestess in you, because she is all about being here, being now, and focusing inward. Focus must be inwards, silent, and she's focusing on her breath. And this is how she gained supernatural powers, actually. And it can't be done if we constantly are distracted by something that is outside of us. Okay. So there is a choice that needs to be made in your 12th house. You could check on astro.com what kind of planets you have there. I have seen someone who have Saturn in Pisces, and this is, it's so difficult to express your emotions or to get access to those instincts that Pisces have, when because Saturn functions very often as a blocker, and this is where you need to get your discipline. So we have two cards in the split here. We have a closure here between you and a possible soulmate, and it's being amplified with 10 of Swords here. So this is also a little bit about patience and being more strategic about what is going on in the situation that you are in. So let's move on. House number 6. So this is the house of Virgo. Number 6 is also the Lovers. So let's find out what message we find here. So show me show me the 6th house, show me the message from the number of 6, Lovers. It can also refer to 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups, which is in fact a soulmate, 6 of Wands, which is a victory, Jupiter in Leo. Always very slow with the last one. And 6 of Coins, which is about manifestation and equality. So it's about symmetry and equilibrium. So let's have a look what it was very eager to talk today. 4 cards in one step. 6th house regarding a lover. So again, there's a lot of swords here. We do have the card I just mentioned about equal give and take. No, in a situation here regarding someone that some of you are involved with, could be an earth sign, it is not an equal give and take. There is also a Leo here involved in the situation. And again, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something to look forward to here. Unfortunately, you could be dealing with a karmic. And this karmic is here portrayed as Virgo, Cancer, Leo, but usually Caballo de Copas is a water sign. So that is about to take an end for you. This is in fact Piscean energy, and some of you here is about to experience a heartbreak or experiencing heartbreak right now. So this is perhaps the most intense message when we experience a heartbreak and this kind of difficulty. Heartbreak does not have to be romantic, but we will have a small look. So there we have here earth energies, Leo coming strong out, and Piscean energies. And when it comes to the swords, for me, this is a heartbreak. This is grief. No, it's in your head, because we can't really lose anything. That's the illusion. So let's have a small look on this individual. A very small look. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite cards for these. So clarify these cards. Yeah, there is something here that is really finished. Something is really done. You maybe have putting in an investment into someone and it didn't work out as planned. So here you are waiting for perhaps a new opportunity in love, and there will be luck ahead of you, but it's not time perhaps to jump onto the next train right now. You need time to heal. There could have been a third party involved in this situation. Very possible, with 2 3s coming along here. So something here is moving fast forward, or you might be moving on. Maybe there was a lot of manipulation in this game and an illusion that there was an illusion here about commitment, but someone left you hanging, possibly a player with no consciousness, who did not care about what this is for you. And we see here a very explosive ending where someone perhaps had a little bit trouble letting go. However, someone are financially independent here, and hopefully that is you, who are not just getting rid of something that does not serve you with the 6 of coins in reverse here. So someone could really have been taking advantage of you, left you hanging, serving you illusions and promises that's not working out for you. And as you see here, most of you are after all better on your own. It's just the shock over realizing the realization that sometimes it is in fact needed, that they betray us in such a degree that it smashes the heart into pieces. It will leave a scar, but it will also leave an extra muscle there. Okay, that was heavy. That was heavy. I'm a little baffled by that one. My beauties, I'm a little baffled by that one. So, new love coming in. New love coming in. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that. How is that going? Okay. New love coming in, so. We're going to start with the heart here. This one's a little bit putting the heart in the middle. So we're using the Lenormand deck here, as this will be for both genders. So the heart, it's steampunk. Yeah, steampunk. Beautiful. Not really, but I realized I'm not really a steampunk kind of person. I'm more post-apocalyptic. Goth, cyber goth, black and I don't know. Far into the future kinds of scenario. But okay, so what is weighing on your shoulders right now? Okay, so there is something here regarding the community. We'll find out who is in this community. New love. There is a new beginning here waiting for some of you. It is ahead of you and it's below you. So maybe you're not seeing it yet as it's coming in. Child here, some of you of course could have a child, but that's not really the meaning of the card in this situation. So this was crossing you in the past. Well, what exactly was crossing you in the past? We will have a look at that. Just filling out the schedule here first. So someone was leading you astray with the ring card here is what I get from the former read, that they could have left out false information and basically draining you and giving you false promises about, oh, a beautiful garden, we shall build that together. But in the end, you see that this was just talk. In the end, it is just talk. So what is binding the connection here? Well, we have pure evil. And it's right ahead or above your head. So this in what the individual you have been dealing with, they have no consciousness whatsoever. They don't care. Even to this moment, as we speak right now, this is someone who are completely psychopathic. You got rid of someone who completely charming, hypnotizing, and maybe you are making a few excuses for them because they have a good side to them too. No, they don't. Unless you kill the snake, take its venom and make a beautiful purse. That snake that is in the Lenormand cards have one meaning only: fake, false, evil individual. This is not the holy snake of the Kundalini or anything. This is just pure fucking evil. Okay. So the mountain, La Montaña. Oh, just give me a sec here, because sometimes they mix certain elements that I'm quite unsure, because the mountain is so far behind there that I would almost want to read the river that is coming towards you instead, because that is a monastery. We see this in Feng Shui, that when you are hanging up a monastery with a mountain in the background, monastery coming towards you, that is actually the bank. Yeah, this is a mountain. So when you hang a picture like this in the north of you, and you're making sure that it's not too much water falling down, it's bringing luck, or you are adding to the information field. It should be hung in the north. Everything that is blue and aquatic should be hung as a decoration to the north in Chinese Feng Shui principles. But here in your future, it says there is full stop here. At the same time, your heart will have a new beginning. It could be a new beginning in love when you are reading the cards across here. So and yeah, we do also have the cross here. I do see new love, and I do see that many of you are very graceful. You are absolutely opposite of promiscuous, whoever you are who see this, where this read resonates for, whoever this story is for. I see that you have been attracting some kind of sociopath or psychopath, because when it's a snake, it's beyond narcissism. They're dangerous, they're deadly. You don't like foxes either in reads like this, but at least you can shoo them away, right? A snake is dangerous. It's coming out of the blue, out of the dark, and the moment you move, their fangs are in you, and you have 10 more minutes to live. So it's the very opposition of this, because the snake is all about the root, what is primitive in sexuality as well. This is gracefulness, sensuality and sexuality, but on the most highest rate. This is someone who do not participate in what I call pure filth. And this is below you. So you have an opposition here, where I see you being all graceful and someone taking advantage and sucking this gracefulness from you. Yeah, we did talk about the other day about giving someone a spank. We do have yeah, let's say just a dark sense of humor here. So this was in your past. So I believe this individual was pretty cruel to you. It could have been a Scorpio. It could also have been an Aquarius. Could be really anyone, but 11 here is standing really out. Yeah, it could really have been anyone here. So let's check out with Malefic here. Malefic. So here 2 cards are popping up. So heart on top of the heart. It seems to me, I don't know it's crossing you. A heart is crossing you. It's a little bit strange. I will not be too quick on judging what that means. We already have a cross here. And I don't like to try to pull out 2 cards like that. So let's stick to this. So in this garden, which is weighing on your shoulder, a community here, there will be this darkness. I cannot really say why, but it's 6 here in the corner, so it could have something to do with this love. So you have ship below you. You will have a new beginning in travel, is what I get here, when you choose to take a journey. And in your past here, you have the key, which I get this feeling that it relieved you of someone, that some kind of evil that you did not need. So someone could have proposed to you regarding a letter or through a message, or there was a letter here in the past that was connected, a message that was connected to this ring here. Okay, and which is again followed up by the snake. What I get is here is false information. Some of you could have been victims for a major scam. This snake, on top of it, there is a major crossroad now. And you have to get away from them. In your future path, there is a fox, another false person standing in your way along with that mountain. So we are going to have to look for a solution, because that 2 hearts here, that 2 hearts, and with that cross, it's coming out as very strange. You have riches that might be on its way to you right now in this moment. That I get for some of you, it is payback, something that is owed to you. Could also be a heritage. It could be money paid to you as a cause of maltreatment, as someone could be exposed. Let's see. The sun in the path started to shine above this cruelty. So you rose above it somehow. So let's see. Seven, I totally associate that with the serpent energy. It's serpent and that's it. Should be divine, huh? So, see here, an attempt of transforming or creating a nest for yourself. This is a very benevolent card. It's also about travel and transformation. So above that depression, there might be new love coming in for you from that community. So above those clouds, you actually do see the sun is shining on top of them. But I will be honest with you, I'm not sure I would take any chance on a new love, because right underneath you have a fox. And not to be rude, but many people tend to attract more than one sociopath in life. There is this vibration. If you have been a victim in your early life as a child, we tend to attract the same stereotype again and again and again and again. Same, but different. They look perhaps a little bit different, but in the end, you sit with the same sensation. You feel betrayed, you feel robbed, you feel taken advantage of. So if there is a love here coming into you in the future, I would be very careful, very suspicious. And you have the fox coming up again in your travel. So you might meet them while you are traveling. They might come out as a fire sign. Could be Sagittarius or a Leo. So in your past, there was a message here that gave you the key to some kind of a solution. And there was a lot of weed that had to be removed from. I get that the message in that letter could have been poisonous. I see that what is typical for people who are completely self-obsessed, they will always want their stuff back whenever there's a split, and they forget all the stuff that's been given to them. As in this case, I want my ring back that I gave to you. You might have given them values that is 10 times the value. When you confront them with this afterhand about stuff you have been given to them, they are in full denial. You never gave them anything. And these people are for real. So unfortunately for myself, I've experienced it so many times with so-called friends. They want their stuff back, but you never gave them anything. And they are also making up stories. This is what the foxes do, and this is what the snakes do. They are making up stories that ain't even near the truth. It's not even striving the truth. So here the card suggests for you to take a step back, basically, and look up at the stars. Take your healing. It also suggests a travel here, but during that travel, remember my words, mark my words. There is something in your way here. We have the Tower here. There is a soulmate here, by the way. So you might have more than one option during your travels. This fox has some connection to the government. That's what baffles me a little bit. Or some kind of government, some kind of power institution. And again, there is travel energy here. Those of you who are female, it's not necessarily gender specific, but I get that's some females here who are still yearning actually for the individual that harmed you. It is in fact quite normal to fall in love with someone who are creating you into or creates trauma in your life, that over time you will fall in love with your abuser. It's called the Stockholm Syndrome, but yeah, it's a proven fact. It's very psychological because you will be told that no one else loves you but me, and when you are with me, you will get everything. No one else cares about you. So they will be the bad cop, good cop, bad cop, good cop, depending on how they choose to play you. And they will use different kinds of tortures to keep you down as small as possible. And getting away from these kind of people, it's difficult. And when you get away from them, you are so traumatized that the possibility for you to return to them is actually quite big. Because now they have imprinted themselves in you. So there was for sure some kind of slander here from the community, talking about this situation that you're involved in. So we'll ask tarot cards what kind of advice we can get from the tarot regarding the situation. So this is a little bit, if you don't mind, I want to just have a small look at the Keeper cards, because I don't know, this read gave me, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. There is some of you that seriously don't go back, please. For your own good. There is something good everywhere, but you need to take care of yourself. So there is something about a living room here and a cat. It's very empty, so let's see. I don't know what this has to do with the story. I just want to have a small check. So regarding the new love coming in here. They could also have some trauma in their life. There is, well, you could bring the trauma with you. There is grief and adversity here. So this fox, indeed, they are a false person coming out as a fire sign. And the messenger in the past here, that was something regarding a house, a property. You got a key, or they took your key. I get that you got a key. Maybe you had to hide. And here some of you are looking out the window, are frightened. If you know someone who are in a story like this, similar, please share, because there are people here who absolutely know how that feels like to experience a situation like this in all possible levels. There is a main person popping up here in your past, which possibly could be you here, you coming in the beginning, very independent yourself, beautiful, attractive, but also very empathetic. Some of you could have pretty awesome skills in dancing. Get this from the flamenco energy. It's these energies I get. It could also be your individual coming in and seducing you through these snake-like moves. So let's have a look at the stars here. There is a journey on top of you where you will move away. This snake is, I don't know, I feel in time this too shall pass, like they say. You will receive a gift. For some of you Scorpios out there, it could be regarding your birthday. Someone are keeping an eye on you, by the way. And there's my Pedro teddy bear. So yeah. There are some news coming in for you right now or recently, and I don't want to go into the details on those news, beautiful people, because I don't want you to manifest things into something worse than they already are, because it's just say there are some news that recently might have left you to leave this house perhaps and restart a new future. So many of these people who are slandering are people of high status in the society. You could be dealing with people who have a high status. Show me more. They have a long way to go themselves when it comes to awareness and spirituality. We have a rich girl here and a cat. I don't know. So let's end this with some oracle cards. So regarding those news, when you hear this right now, start saying no to anything negativity that might be ahead of you, and start to transmute it with your own visualization. Okay. think already there is enough drama here. So I will hold my finger above those boobs. This is getting ridiculous, YouTube. Yeah. Now, priorities. This does not look good. I've been rubbing some sandalwood in my forehead, and that yellow stuff have been stuck on my finger the rest of the week, for a week now minimum or more. It looks like I'm smoking cigarettes or something. So priorities. And she's looking at that river. Fuck the boobs. Luckily we have other channels where we also can do tarot card. I mean, there are so much nudity in my tarot cards. Am I going to destroy it with ink because of YouTube? No, come on. Oh my god, talking about nudity. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. This is about your body. Something about your body. Take care of your body. Yeah, they are a little... This is also about something about fertility with the grains around there. These cards are a little bit kinky, I have to admit it. The way she's touching the stomach. And again, there is an apology here. But it's on top of this false person, which is attached to this. And that's something you would think a sociopath can't apologize. This is part of the problem. Very often they apologize and you would think, oh my god, they have the ability to reflect upon their own wickedness and they can transform like I did. Because in reality, me, the one who sit here talking to you now, the Raven, I was I don't even have a verse for that. Pure evil? Not pure evil. I wouldn't, torture animals or pick you apart, but I took joy in scaring children shitless, and I was also violent. I was groomed with violence. I became a violent person. I closed my heart, and I made it almost into, I was wicked, I was horrible. But when you realize this and you actually feel true regret, there's no going back. And then you start to think, people change. Truth is, most don't. Most people don't. So that apology from this false person, love them on a distance. So in your part, yeah, this is connected to the house. So we have the poppy flower here and we have the owl. So this is talking about patience, basically. Something regarding this property, patience. Maybe I could use some of this information for myself also. We have solitary here, unity, going out with people, dancing. We also have the crane showing up again. So when you remove all the weed from your mind, You are making room for happiness again to grow. So it's now time for you to make a decision where you want to go. Maybe I should say it's time for us to make a decision. You know, now you know you're not alone. Me too, have to make a decision on many, many things. Too much Libra here. And wow, this is wonderful. Receiving a gift, just you have to make, I I can't find the proper words. You are being watched by this individual. You are being watched. And they might even try to send you a gift, but usually people like this are too cheap. They're too cheap. They would, gifts that I've gotten from narcissists and sociopaths, people who are full of themselves. It's like, are you fucking joking me? You have your freedom. You find your freedom somehow. Maybe some of you could be dealing with horses. My sister, she is dealing with horses, and I've been riding horses myself. It is a wonderful thing to connect with animals. Not to mention it's really fun to ride. So this is about delegation. I say in Norwegian, delegar, delegere. Tasks. This is something you must remember in the future. I talked about this yesterday also, that when whoever you choose to, you need to raise your awareness and vibration and tell yourself and understand that you deserve so much more and so much better. I've been a magnet myself on people who are so petty, so fucking petty. They are making up stories, this woman, she would call my family around, claiming I was owing her money, claiming I had been stealing from her things that were non-existent in my luggage, right? And you sending message after message after message after message where they claim they are the victim, when you are you are in fact the one who don't respond to the messages. You are simply, what you do is simply disappear. You move yourself away from the drama, but there is someone who won't give up until you're fucking dead. And when you're dead, they will fucking celebrate it. You wouldn't believe that these people exist. Yes, they exist very much. And I have to be careful myself, because when I dress up like, a little bit like a pirate with all the rings and my gothic style, I attract people who inherit this vibration, who is so low, who think that, I am kind of a gangster. When it comes to the end, I'm nothing like them at all. This is something I had to realize for myself, that it's sad to say so, but sometimes you have to let that costume go. Because if you look like a fox or a snake, you will attract other snakes and foxes. So I like my style. I like black. I have lots of rings, and I like the occult. But when people like that approaching me thinking we have too much in common, they don't. They usually don't at all. Most of them are amateurs on the field of the what we are working with now, awareness, higher awareness. They are crying over the little things, and they are usually exceptionally petty. If you disagree, maybe you suggest me, I travel a lot, and been traveling for 6 years, and I met I'm sad to say, the majority of the people I met will try to control me, keep them for myself, make I don't know, I don't have any words. So this is just wonderful. Enjoy your own company. Enjoy a good book. Have a snack. And be happy you're alone. You don't have to worry about the dirty dishes they leave behind, the dirty farts, the smelly socks, and the malicious words. And usually, I tell you, you're not alone if you've been walking from one disaster to just to leave it behind, and you walking it into a new disaster. It's very common. So now it's time for you to find out who you truly are and what you deserve, and raise your standard. And maybe you should think a little bit about what's your type. We tend to like the bad boys, and when we attract the bad boys, they look like bad boys. Well, usually they are, in fact, bad boys. That goes for the girls as well. If they could be sexy as hell, but if they seem self-obsessed and are sitting all day staring in the mirror and are obsessing about their body and always play the victim, it's narcissism. I hate the word, but this is narcissism. So last message for you here, communication. And if you want to join me in the mountains, I'm going soon further north to Nepal. Get your backpack and you have company, possibly, depending on who you are. Okay, so that would be the message of today. This is for all of you. Feel free to comment below. Oh my god, that is weird. She's got a raven on her right arm. So if this read is not well synchronized, I don't know what. Communication. They're touching each other in a way that is a little bit uncomfortable, but get your backpack and join me to Nepal. If you are benevolent, if you are a good person, feel free to join me to Nepal. Have fun. Love you so much. Namaste. Catch you on the flip side.